everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am coming at you with 5 common asked questions, or questions you might be wondering if you are going into ACL surgery, or if you got ACL surgery, or if you just tore your ACL and have to get surgery. And these are also 5 questions that I was really curious about, and I did the research and wanted to know, so I also did more research for this video, and I'll also be talking from a bit of personal experience, and yeah, so let's just jump right on into it. Okay, so the first question is, how long does it take to recover from ACL surgery? And this is a question going right into it. I was curious because most likely if you tear your ACL, it means that you're playing a sport or doing something, and it means that you want to get back to your sport as soon as possible. So for most people, it's like 6 to 9 months, 6 to 8 months, but that is putting in a lot of hard work and time and training and dedication to your rehab and getting better. Some people need more to around 12 months. So this one is like very wide range of time. It varies a lot. So yeah, this one's really up to the individual and how much work they're willing to put in. But I'd say the shortest amount of time is 6 months. So yeah. Question number 2 is, how many female athletes suffer ACL injuries? And I didn't know this until I tore my ACL and did some research on it, but females are actually 4 to 6 times more likely to tear their ACL or injure their ACL than men are, which is obviously really annoying for us girls, but I mean, yeah. And also in the United States, I don't live in the United States, I live in Canada, but in the United States, there are 20,000 to 80,000 high school female athletes that suffer an ACL injury every year. And that is a lot, if you ask me. So yeah, females definitely more at risk than males. And a lot of them end up tearing their ACL in their athletic career. Alright, so question number 3 was, how many athletes get back to 100% after their surgery? And this was a question that I wanted answered for me right away because obviously as an athlete, a competitive athlete, I wanted to get back to 100% as soon as possible, and wanted to get back to 100% in general and not just be like half the athlete that I was before. So this question's kind of like all over the place. I don't think anyone really knows exactly quite yet because there were so many different answers online that I found. So one of the pages that I read said that it is 80 to 90% of recreational athletes return to their original level of sport prior to their surgery, and that 50 to 60% of professional athletes with ACL reconstructions get back to 100%. So say you're just you're just part of like a club and you go play soccer once a week, you'll probably get back to how you were playing before. But if you are, say, in college basketball, college soccer, high school, anything that's like a higher level and a higher compete level and stuff like that, they are less likely. And I also found that another study said that only 33% of athletes return to 100%. So I think this one is still a little bit unclear, but there is hope for you to get back to 100%. That's what I'm hoping, because I'm going to be playing in college basketball next year, so this coming September, and it is April right now, April 1st, so I'm really hoping to get back to 100% for that reason. Alright, so question number 4 is, what are the chances of re-tearing your ACL, your new ACL, after surgery? And the answer is, if you don't rehabilitate properly after your surgery, you are at risk like 45% risk of re-tearing it, which is actually pretty high. But if you do the proper rehabilitation, the proper strengthening exercises, and everything like that, you can drive the risk down to 18 to 20%, which is actually like pretty good odds considering you already got an operation and everything like that. So yeah, that's like pretty good percentage if you do the proper training and put in work with it. But sadly, if you have torn your ACL once, then the chances of you doing it again are obviously there because you tore it once in the first place. So there is a chance of you tearing it again. But literally everyone's at risk of tearing their ACL, so don't worry too much. But yeah, the chance is there, so I mean, just so you know, little heads up. But yeah, so put in work and it'll get down to 18 to 20% hopefully, so you'll be good to go. Okay, and the final and fifth question of this video is what is the most important thing to do after surgery? And this was told to me, thankfully, right, like pretty much going into my surgery, he was like, this is what you gotta do. And it is range of motion. They'll call it ROM on like all of your pages, whatever. But yeah, range of motion. It is so important because if you can't straighten your leg or like bend your leg, it's gonna be really hard for you to do your exercises and stuff. So yeah, range of motion. So for the first, I think it was the second day after my surgery, I was already trying, like I'd get my mom to like bend my leg and straighten it for me, and trust me, it is painful. You're not gonna want to do it. It hurts a lot, but it's worth it because now I am 2 months post-surgery, actually 2 months today, and I can completely straighten my leg, and I have it almost at full flexion. And they said don't worry too much about like your flexion, so that's bending, so your leg's straight, that's bending it, because bending it's gonna come eventually, and you don't want to bend it too early, too soon, too much too soon, because there's a possibility that you're just gonna stretch your new ACL, which obviously you don't want because you want it to be nice and tight so it won't tear again. But straightening it is the most important thing, because if you don't straighten it within like the first month, if you can't get it straight within the first month, you're gonna struggle getting it straight for like possibly your entire life. Probably not, but like it's gonna be hard. And straightening it, oh my goodness, it hurts, you guys. It hurts so much, but it is worth it, because now I can work out, I can do things, I can get it straight. And so yeah, that's definitely the most important part. Obviously everything else is really important, icing it, your exercises, blah blah blah, but yes, get it straight and start bending it early and you should be good to go. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it, and I really hope that I was able to answer some questions maybe you're wondering or that you're curious about. And yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!